All right, so coming into US5 now. Japan's turn. Bought 2 bombers, a fighter, 2 infantry. Supporting up here. He's starting to slowly build his ground up because he knows we can eventually do a pop build with US and attack. He is leaving this guy open, which is so tempting to go ahead and drop someone in there and then build a factory there. But we're going to save that and keep whittling at these guys here, keep this dead zone, and maybe get that at another time. Because we got plenty of work to do down here first. So that's going to be our main focus. Yeah, pretty straightforward turn that we're going to try and take both these islands. We're going to go ahead and get my fighter shuck going into 61. So these guys going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm building 2 more fighters, so I can just fighter shuck. This carrier will come on into there with the UK fleet eventually meeting them. So that will be safe. So he did put his other planes up here so they can go 1, 2, 3 and land. And this good old guy, Formosa, that's right. Or one of these. So even if I took both of these, I wouldn't be able to protect from Formosa. So, you know, I don't need to take those right now yet. But we do need to worry about 5 bombers, 2 fighters. That's what we got to worry about here. Down here, we should only have to worry about the 2 bombers, which is fine because we're going to have this loaded carrier destroyer group. We're not going to be in 36 for a turn. And then hopefully we take this guy and we don't have to worry about them at all, but at most 2 bombers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have to land there and then get killed next turn, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess those bombers could make it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we don't take one of these, they could be a threat by the extra bombers, but we're going to be confident we're going to take them. We are going to go ahead and build a factory down here in Thailand because this is great for helping build in 36 as needed, as well as putting units directly on the ground for US. And like I said, we're going to build 2 fighters over there, and we're going to build an infantry artillery on this side of the US so that one of these transports can go back up to 10 next turn. The other one will have to go back to 11 to pick up 2 more guys getting built and continue our relay down here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Almost wasn't paying attention to the fact that he could have hit, but he can't hit 23. We're okay. We're just going to drop our units down into here. Now, if we dropped into 13, then he could kill me. So we're just going to drop on down here for right now. We'll deal with this north of Africa at another time. And we'll save 3 IPC for the help of building factories down here in the following turn, and then just keep our US expansion going. Can't really use this guy because if I use him to hit here, I mean, I could use him here. You know, 1, 2, 3 land on this carrier coming, but then what am I going to do with a fighter from here anyways? So we can move him on into the mainland and ready to shuck on in. But if we used him here, then he'd have to land in season 37 and I have to pull my carrier over. And I don't want to pull the carrier over there, so that's why we're not using the carrier in that battle. So this is the kind of riskiest, but it's still 91% take. So hopefully we're going to be good there. Go, battleship. Boom. There we go. Come on, tank. Do your job. Do it now. Do it early. Get it. Okay, or infantry. There we go. Good deal. DEI secured. Borneo. Secured. All right, infrastructure is now set. Our base infrastructure is now set. I forgot. Gotta do that the other way. He doesn't need to go down here. There's no threats down there, so let's move him up this way where he can potentially help with any threats over here in the future, near future. We can bring him down 1 because he can still threaten those C zones. That's everybody, right? So we'll have our 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can bring in the fighter if we need to. Probably will bring the fighter in there. There we go. Fighter shuck to Moscow is set up. These guys will be joining in as needed, as well as protecting 36. And we'll be building up factories in these two guys and just start building this ground up. So, all right. So I've kind of lost track of what I was doing there. I had to pause for a moment. But anyways, so we're building our units here. We got all that set up. So here we go. We can look at this before I do my turn. So here we go. 173, 182. So he is a little bit stronger. Again, this is as to be expected. If you watch enough KJF videos, you know Axis is going to get stronger initially. But again, his income is shrinking quickly. Now he's eventually going to get, Germany's going to go up, obviously. That's, like I said, we said it's going to be like 42, 43 after this next turn probably. But here we're going up. We got 96, 106, 112, something like that going on right here. 56 there. Or if we look at this, 99, yeah. So 118 to his 84. So we definitely have the more money coming in. So we're in a very strong position overall. Now, the one thing that we can't do is we cannot dead zone West Russia. So he is going to be able to stack West Russia on G6. We could make it as hard as possible, make him be forced to bring in Japan planes. Actually, I don't even think he needs to be perfectly honest. So if he has, what, an AA, 21, infantry, 6 artillery, 14 tanks, and if I did build an artillery, that would give me 7 artillery. Let's see, 5 would be 39 infantry, 2 tanks, and a fighter that I could attack with. And so that's a 49, 69 attack power to 97 defense power. So yeah, so he doesn't have to use his J planes. Because the one good thing is with me having UK ground here, it'd be tough to put his J planes in there and then move his Germany out of there. But he doesn't even need the J planes to stack West Russia next turn. So he's going to stack West Russia on G6. He's going to stack Caucasus on G7. And then we'll start looking at... so stacks here 6, moves here to 7, 8 he builds, 9 he attacks, so G9 on attacking. But all that works well with my timing of the fact that I've already got all the islands on US5. I've got all my base structure already set up, so I feel pretty good about this. But there's no benefit in building artillery at this point. We're not dead zone anything, so we might as well just stick with the infantry, just build what we can as we can. Now, what we are going to do is, so we're going to come here, we're going to stack here, so Germany comes into here. We get enough Russians plus these UK fighters that can come in that we don't need the UK units to come into Moscow to defend against, if he comes in G6, we don't need them to go in there to defend against G7, so we can plan all of these ground units to come into Kaza. But even with that, with 6 units here, he does have 4 planes, 6 planes, plus a 6, so you can hit it with 12. I'm putting 5, 8 units in there, so we're going to put some Russians in here to help just kind of hold that stack for the moment. And that way he can't come in here with Japan on this turn. He's probably going to go back down this way, to be honest, because, hey, I got a yummy-looking factory down here, some infantry. Of course, we do need to make sure we keep 1 UK there so that he doesn't blitz the tank through and take Thailand. But we'll have enough units building up that we'll be safe once he comes down. These UK guys, when I'm already planning, these guys are going to go this direction because there's no point in them coming this way because, he said G6, he's going to go there. UK 6, they could come here, but then G7, he's coming here. UK 7, where are they going to go? Right? So there's no point. Might as well start sending them this way to start fighting Japan on this front. These are the last guys making it through that way. All right. So that's a whole lot of talking. We'll go ahead and put our tanks down here. And again, we're just going to make sure we move enough units between them. I think we might even be able to stack here to prevent these guys from jumping in. Just stack what we can so we don't have to trade it later. Let's see, 8. Yeah, so we're going to stack as many of these territories as we can so that we don't have to trade back to preserve Russian income. But this one we'll take priority, then we'll do this one. Then we'll go up here, and then lastly we'll look at back here. That's the order of our preference of stacking stuff goes. Don't have anything to attack. I thought about using my tanks over there and whatnot, but he'll be able to hit his tank and those planes. It just didn't seem worth it, so we'll stay nice and tight with our Russians. And I believe that gives us, 18 for next time, so we'll be able to build 6 more infantry next time. Let's see, this is still a combat phase. We're not actually doing any combat. So non-combat. I'm going to pause the video for a second so I can just do all my calculations on what it will take to stack, 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 stack. Well, sorry, this is number 1 priority, I guess. I should say that. Let's see, he can have one plane hitting there, so I don't need to really put the AA back into there. We can save the AA just because we got one for the AA. We can throw other units in there for that matter. And we'll go from there. Alright, so my lovely calculations. They are saying 4. We're going to build 4 infantry. That'll give me 7, so I need to mean 24 more guys down here. So that gives me 7 guys, 31 guys, 4 artillery, fighter, a tank. I think that's right. I forgot to save my thing. 31 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 tank, 1 fighter. There we go, yep. So that'll give me that. Down here, we need 1, 2, 3. And let's see. 2 infantry, 5 bombers, and a fighter. And let's see, we got an AA. We can put 7 infantry over there. He can wipe my guys that way. What if I put the 2 artillery in there with him? That feels better. So yeah, we're just gonna move all this and like this. Germany cannot attack. They'd have to get through Kaza, so we're good. There you go. Like I said, we went ahead and threw these little mini stacks out here to limit Japan's income grabs and my trading I need to do, since I can't dead zone West Russia anyways. We might as well just go ahead and do that, and then we'll pull them back in next turn. So there we go.